14,000 unsuccessful attempts, I finally learned the secret for doing the impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day I'm going to attempt to do the impossible right before your very eyes. I'm going to show you that you can do the impossible in your life, and I'm going to prove to you the impossible is not impossible. We're going to do some things your old mama said not to do. We're going to play with sharp objects. We're going to do the impossible. We're going to have some fun. You guys ready to have some fun? You just like quit flapping your lips and put your metal where your mouth is, right? Shut up and shove something sharp down your esophagus. Quit procrastinating and put something pointy down your pie hole, right? All right. Now, before we go any further, this is kind of a legal thing that I need to do. I need you all to raise your right hand. Each one of you, raise your right hand. Every one of you in the sound of my voice, raise your right hand and repeat after me. Say, I, state your name.
I.
Who said that? I promise I will not try this at home, or at the fair, or at my grandparents, or at Golden Corral, or anywhere. So help me God, with liberty and justice for all, forever and ever. Amen. You promised, right? Okay. And after this, we'll pass the offering plate and we'll have a little potluck, okay? So, I told you I got asked a lot of questions about sword swallowing. Sword swallowing actually started about 4,000 years ago, in a place called India. When I was 20 years old, I moved to South India. India kind of looks like the shape of a hand. I moved to a place called Andhra Pradesh, which coincidentally was the one place where sword swallowing started about 2000 BC. In Andhra Pradesh, in a tribe called the Kannador tribe, was passed down from father to son, for 4,000 years, probably because they didn't have Netflix. So what I'm going to do is swallow a little sword from India. This is called an Uday sword from India. It's an 18-inch long sword. Now, if you're a little squeamish, this is not recommended for impressionable children who might try this at home. So ladies, you might want to cover your husband's eyes. That's right, that one. What I'm going to do is swallow this 18-inch long sword from India. Watch very carefully. When I get this sword down my throat, I want to hear you scream, cheer, and shout like a bunch of little girls at a Justin Bieber concert, okay? Okay? No, wait. I got to explain something else here. We feed off of your response, and after 2 years on the COVID diet, I'm starving, and that was anemic. So I need to hear something big back from you guys. Okay?
Okay.
A little bit louder than that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I want them to be able to hear you back at the Ferris wheel over there, right? So what I've got here is an Uday sword from India. Ooh, this one's hot. 18-inch long blade, down the hatch without a scratch, I hope. Show of hands, how many of you believe this is a real fake sword? Come on, you should all have your hands up. It's kind of like those tape measures, yellow tape measures with numbers, except it's not yellow and doesn't have numbers. You know why? Because if it were yellow and had numbers, it would look like a phone book. From India, sword swallowing moved north up here to ancient China, right up here by my wrist. So in honor of the Chinese, this is about 1000 BC. I'm going to swallow a little Chinese sword here. This is called a Tai Chi sword. Jake, can you get my mic up a little bit more and the tracks down just a little bit? Tai Chi sword from China. This is Tai Chi from China, not Tai Chi from Starbucks. I call this one Pokemon. Here we go. And as I get this one down, I want to hear you guys scream really, really loud, okay? Okay?
Okay.
better than that. I'm going to shoot down the front. Here we go, down the front. Oh yeah! Thank you very much. Ruh-roh. All right, show of hands. How many of you believe this is a real fake sword? Come on, you should all have your hands up by now. People always say, why do you show the fake swords first? You know why? Think about it. If I didn't show you the fake swords now, you wouldn't believe the real swords later, right? Right?
Sure.
Now how would you like to see the real deal, real steel? Yeah? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's so small.
the act you're about to witness is an act that has baffled and amazed doctors and scientists around the world for centuries. The act you're about to witness is an act of internal isolation, where through years of practice, meditation, I've learned to overcome automatic body reflexes in order to impale my body of flesh and blood, this sword of solid steel. Okay, ma'am, it's just an orange. Show of hands, how many of you believe this is a real orange? That's right, it's not a stunt double. It came over from Walmart over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the act you're about to witness is extremely dangerous. 29 people have died from sword swelling injuries over the past 100 years. I've ended up in the hospital 4 times, almost died 4 times. This is extremely dangerous. It could kill me. I hope you enjoy it. You're enjoying it just a little bit too much over here. What I'm going to do with this blade, this is a 15.5-inch double-edged dagger. I'm going to lick the blade for 3 reasons. Now, kids, do not try this at home with a butter knife, a steak knife, a ooh knife, a hunting knife, nothing, okay? I'm going to lick the blade for 3 reasons. 1, to feel for nicks and burrs around the sword, around the blade, that could snag or fish hook inside of me. Number 2, to lubricate the blade. Number 3, to get it up to body temperature. This one is actually quite hot. Right now, I'm going to try and cool it down a little bit. Do not try this at home, okay? Not with a butter knife, nothing. It's like tang. Oh, the orange, yeah. I'm going to plunge this sword down into my body, right about here in my body. When I pull the sword out, if you hear any swishing sound, if you see anything come flying out of my throat, it could be my uvula, that little flap in the back of the throat. If it comes flying out, bring it up here and I'll autograph it for you after the show, okay? She's going to be looking for that one. Here we go. I'm going to hear some applause when I get this baby out here. Oh yeah! Woo! Show of hands, how many of you believe I really swallowed the sword? A few of you in the front row, about 14 of you, all right. How many of you think it's fake, a gimmick, a trick? What do you think it is, fake sword or fake throat?
Fake throat.
Fake throat? How'd you do that? If this were a real sword, it would have real impact, right? If this were a real sword, it would have real impact. Now, how many of you believe that's a real board? Real board. How about I swallow something that cannot fold up in the handle? Anybody who thinks this is fake, just hold up one finger. That's all I need is one finger. No, sir, not that finger. Ladies and gentlemen, hedge clippers. Oh yeah! Show of hands. How many of you believe I really swallowed the hedge clippers? That's a few more. How many of you really believe I'm nuts? Yeah. And how many of you need a little lawn work done today after the show? I'm going to show you something else that will not fold up in the handle. This is an antique. Some of you